We are used to thinking that medicine began with the appearance of white coats and complex chemical formulas in laboratories. It seems to us that before the invention of antibiotics and scalpels, humanity was completely helpless in the face of disease and injury. For the modern person, accustomed to laboratory methods, it is sometimes difficult to appreciate the experience accumulated over centuries. If we cast aside our prejudices and look into the deep past, we will discover a striking reality. Our ancestors possessed knowledge that today seems impossible or even mystical to us. They were able to heal the body without having a single pill at hand, using only what nature itself gave them and the hidden capabilities of the human organism. Imagine the harsh landscapes of ancient Europe thousands of years before the Common Era. In one of the hunter settlements, an accident occurs. A young man receives a severe head injury during a clash with a wild beast. In the modern world, he would face immediate hospitalization, computed tomography, and a team of neurosurgeons. In the Stone Age, he has nothing except the help of his tribesmen. Yet archaeological findings confirm an incredible fact. Archaeology proves that even in antiquity, people attempted extremely complex procedures using the tools available at the time. What is astonishing is not only that they dared to do such things, but that the patients survived. Traces of healing found on bones show that the person lived many more years after the intervention. How did they cope with pain and infections without modern anesthetics and antiseptics? The answer lies in forgotten practices that combine deep anatomical knowledge with an intuitive understanding of the forces of nature. Ancient medicine was not a collection of random superstitions. It was an organized system based on millennia of observation of animals, plants, and the movement of celestial bodies. In those times, the healer did not merely treat symptoms. He restored the disturbed balance between the human being and the surrounding world. They understood that illness is often only an outward manifestation of internal processes that we are only beginning to study today. In this story, we will explore the methods by which people restored health in an era when the very word medicine did not yet exist. We will look into the temples of Egypt, the mountain shelters of Tibet, and the lost camps of nomads, to understand what secrets of longevity and healing were lost in the pursuit of technological progress. Are you ready to learn the truth about how humanity survived when the healer's only tools were his hands and his unshakable faith in the wisdom of nature? One of the most astonishing and ancient practices that allowed people to recover without a single drop of artificial medicine was hydrotherapy. In those times, water was not seen merely as a means for washing or drinking. It was regarded as a powerful natural force capable of literally washing disease from the human body. Archaeologists have discovered enormous stone pools in the valley of the Indus River built more than 4,000 years ago. These structures were not simple places for rest. Every immersion was a strict procedure that forced the body to work at the limit of its abilities and cleanse itself of everything unnecessary. Imagine a morning in an ancient settlement in the foothills of the Altai many centuries ago. A strong hunter named Targatai suffers for weeks from constant joint pain and severe fatigue. His movements grow heavy and he can no longer hunt as before. The local healer gives him no herbal mixtures or powders. Instead, he leads him to an icy mountain stream at the very moment the sun begins to rise. The man is forced into the freezing water and then immediately wrapped in heavy animal skins that had been heated beforehand on hot stones by the fire. The procedure is repeated 3 times in a row. The meaning of this method was simple and clear, even without modern biological knowledge. The sudden cold caused the blood vessels to contract instantly, and the following heat made them expand just as quickly. This drove the blood through the veins at tremendous speed. As a result, the body delivered beneficial substances faster to the diseased areas and removed harmful accumulations. After several days, Targatai felt the heaviness leaving his legs and his joints becoming flexible again. Ancient people knew a simple truth: as long as the fluids inside the body move quickly, a person remains healthy. When stagnation appears, disease begins. In ancient Egypt, the priests went even further and learned to use the different properties of water to treat specific illnesses. They noticed that water left in copper vessels under strong sunlight helped wounds heal much faster and prevented them from festering. The sick were placed in special baths where the water constantly moved, creating gentle pressure on the skin. This relaxed tight muscles and calmed the person after severe emotional shocks. It was believed that the soul thus returned to balance. This method did not cause dependency and had no harmful effects. The body received no chemicals from outside, it simply activated its own reserves. The healers only created the right conditions through temperature and natural sources. They believed that water absorbed the fire of disease and dark thoughts, leaving the person purified and full of strength. Hydrotherapy in ancient times became an entire science of bodily rhythms. Water was believed to conduct energy, awaken the organism, or soothe pain. In some cultures, stagnant water was also used, left under moonlight or sunlight so that it would change its structure and acquire different healing properties. By day, water absorbed the warmth of the sun to fight internal cold. By night, it took in the coolness of the moon to calm inflammation. Ancient healers paid special attention to the purity of the springs. In ancient Greece, huge sanctuaries called asclepiae were built around mineral sources. Patients spent days there breathing moist air and bathing in strict sequences. It was believed that different waters influenced the blood in different ways. After bathing, the priests observed the patient's skin and eyes. If a person saw vivid dreams, it was taken as a sign of coming healing and inner purification. Another powerful ancient method was healing through sound and rhythm. People believed that each organ had its own frequency that could be disrupted by illness. To restore balance, they used sound vibrations. Imagine a cave in Tibet where an old shepherd suffering from chest pain lies on the stone floor. A man sits beside him and begins striking a large bronze bowl. The low sound travels through the body as vibration, shaking internal organs and releasing tension. It acted like an inner massage. After hours, the shepherd fell into deep sleep while his body began healing itself. In Greece, music was used to treat mental disturbances. Warriors listened to melodies matching the rhythm of a healthy heart, which gradually normalized their pulse and thoughts without medicine. It was believed that correct sound restored the natural rhythm of the organism. Another ancient healing method involved heat and steam. People believed that strong warming could drive illness out of the body. Special steam huts were built across many cultures. Imagine a harsh winter among the ancient Slavs. A young carpenter named Ratibar catches a severe cold. His tribesmen take him into a wooden hut filled with heated stones. Pine and wormwood infusions are poured over them, and the air fills with hot steam. His body warms, his heart beats faster, and circulation intensifies. Ratibar is laid on a wooden platform and gently struck with bundles of birch branches. The heat opens the pores and the blows work like deep massage. Through sweat, the body expels everything harmful. After the ritual, he is wrapped in dry hay so he cools slowly and restores his inner balance. Similar practices also existed among the ancient Maya in Central America. They built stone structures called temescal. Their steam therapy was combined with quiet chanting and the aromas of special resins. The sick person was placed in complete darkness and heat so that he could fully relax and forget the outside world. This helped not only with physical injuries and colds, but also with deep emotional exhaustion. It was believed that inside this stone house a person was reborn, leaving all weakness in the hot mist. Priests carefully maintained a stable temperature using porous stones that retained heat for a long time. This method was powerful because it activated the largest human organ, the skin. Through it, the body expelled everything that prevented it from functioning normally. No external medicines were needed, because the high temperature created conditions in which the immune system destroyed the cause of disease itself. People of that era knew that heat was the fire of life. When directed properly inside the body, it burned away all excess and restored strength and lightness. They also noticed that after such rituals, people became calmer, free from anxiety and nightmares. The influence of heat on the nervous system was so strong that it was even used to prepare warriors before battle. It was a complete approach where physical purification followed the restoration of vital energy. Another astonishing method that allowed ancient people to fight serious illnesses without pills was the power of fasting. Our ancestors observed that when a wild animal is wounded or sick, it stops eating and retreats to a quiet place. Humans adopted this instinct, realizing that digestion consumes enormous energy. When food is temporarily removed, that energy is redirected toward internal repair. In the ancient cultures of India and China, fasting was considered the fastest way to cleanse the body. Imagine a settlement along the Yellow River 3,000 years ago. An elderly merchant named Li Wei feels heaviness in his body, yellowish skin, and dull pain in his right side. A local sage orders him to isolate himself in a bamboo hut and drink only pure spring water for 7 days. During the first 3 days he suffers from hunger and weakness, But on the fourth day, the pain begins to fade and his senses sharpen. Without incoming fuel, the body starts breaking down its own reserves, first consuming damaged cells and accumulated waste. By the sixth day, Li Wei feels incredible lightness. His skin clears and his eyes become bright. In Egypt, fasting was also used for spiritual preparation. The sick were given only small amounts of water mixed with lemon juice or vinegar to accelerate purification. This method demanded great willpower but led to deep internal renewal. After fasting, people felt energized and required less sleep. Ancient teachers believed that an empty stomach allowed the heart to be filled with strength. A fundamental path to health was the control of breathing and movement. The ancients believed that stagnation led to illness. In China and India, healers taught that shallow breathing and physical inactivity weakened the body. They believed that each breath carried vital force into the lungs. In a mountain monastery, a young novice named Wei suffers from headaches and weakness. Instead of medicine, his master teaches him slow movements synchronized with deep breathing. The blood fills with oxygen, the spine loosens and warmth spreads through his body. Changing the rhythm of breath restored calm and strength. In Greece, Hippocrates prescribed long walks instead of remedies. Walking barefoot stimulated points on the feet and activated the entire organism. Movement purified the blood and lymph, while breathing kept the inner fire alive. The ancients believed longevity depended on proper breath and constant motion. Today, science gradually confirms these ancient methods. The human body has barely changed. Cold water has become cryotherapy. Sound healing is studied in laboratories. Fasting is explained through cellular cleansing, and breathing techniques are used to fight stress. The world has traveled a vast circle, only to rediscover the wisdom of nature. Ancient healing never disappeared. It simply waited for science to explain it. In the most advanced clinics, patients are once again taught to breathe correctly, drink pure water, and follow natural rhythms, just as people did thousands of years ago. The conclusion is clear. The medicine of the future will unite technology with ancient knowledge. Our ancestors left us not just techniques but a philosophy of harmony between humanity and nature. If we learn to listen to our bodies again, many diseases will lose their grip. Health has always been within us. We only needed to remember how to awaken it. If this story made you look at the world in a new way and you found it interesting, support us by liking and sharing the video with your friends. This helps the channel grow and gives us the strength to continue searching and revealing more hidden knowledge, forgotten stories and mysteries that you will rarely hear elsewhere. Subscribe to the Hidden Truth channel and press the bell so you don't miss our next investigations. Even more powerful and shocking videos are coming that will take you deep behind the curtain of official history and show truths that almost no one talks about.